Vibrational, divine, loving, and very harmonious blessings to each and every one of you beautiful souls out there. Thank you for joining us on the second gathering in nature. Third. Third. Oh, should I put it on the thing? Second.
That's okay.
Okay, third gathering in nature. I'm like all over the place right now. Third gathering in nature here in Yuma, Arizona at the Yuma West Wetlands and online. So we appreciate you for each and every one of you joining us today. My name is Michael, and this is my lovely wife Alice, and we are with Samadhi Sea of Wisdom Meditation School, both online and here in Yuma, Arizona to serve. And we have Patty Pierce with us. Patty, thank you for joining us.
She's been waiting.
We have Rick Royal. Thank you for joining us, brother. Today is a beautiful opportunity to gather in nature, and our message, a little bit about nature to get people really excited and really inspired to really remember nature, because we'll get to that in a minute. So here at Samadhi, it's not about positivity, it's not about negativity, it's about authenticity, it's about genuineness, it's about realness, it's about rawness, it's about you watching this video, wherever you're at, whatever you're going through, whatever you've been through, whatever you've done or you haven't done, it doesn't matter. Life is always waiting for you. Life is always here waiting to bless you. So the one that's missing is ourself. So where are you in life? Remember that you are the most important component in your existence. And when you can make yourself the most important component, you can truly serve everybody else. And I say that from personal experience. So today, what are we going to talk about? I have a great message today. What do you want to talk about?
I'm still doing my breathing because we have, if you notice, we usually do this on Sundays. We switched it up a bit.
Yes.
I personally have been going through a lot of, I don't know what to call them. They're not setbacks because I learned from them. Maybe blueprints. I've just, my tolerance level has been probably about this much. Meaning that I'm the one going through things within myself and with family. So we switched it to Saturdays. Thank you everyone for being so understanding, because we like to do this on Sundays early when the sun's coming out and just really get in this connection. But we're also doing our best to figure out if we do want to do it Sundays, or we want it Saturdays, or we want it at 1. There's a lot of reasons for us to have it at different times. So me and being genuine, I'm going to do my best to stay as quiet and just breathe a little bit so that I can come in, because I was rushing to get here, and that's not how I like to do it. So I am going to tell you that Michael was here for a little while, setting up and just comfy, and he got to breathe here with Jesse, and I'm playing, run, and driving and still dealing with
Just sends you love, brother. Hearts,
yes.
hearts.
So all I would love to say to everyone who's watching us and here
and I would
with
like
us
to show
present.
who's with us.
Okay.
Now I'm going to show you guys who's with us. So we have special guests today. We have Jesse. We have 2 Jessies actually. And then we have, what's your name? Diamond? And Susie, and our beautiful mother right there. And we have amazing nature all around us. So, okay, it's not flipping.
There we are.
So Manny Lopez, thank you for joining us, brother.
Oh, how sweet.
So
that's a sweet treat right there.
So before we begin, I want to ask everybody to just take a deep breath. Just take a moment to just be present with yourself. And just take the time to give yourself that blessing of being aware of you. Being aware of you in this of your relationship in this moment. Of your relationship with life. Of your relationship with love. Because we just celebrated the Day of Love yesterday. But every day is a celebration of love. Not just once a year. Every day is a celebration of life. Every day is a celebration of you. Every day is a celebration with our Creator. Then when we celebrate ourselves, we celebrate our Creator. We celebrate that divine existence, that divine essence, presence, whatever you want to call it. God, universe, Creator. It's always, always present. So,
I have a little note. On our invite, we we mentioned that those that want to join us here personally, bring your children, you
Yes.
know, your fur babies, your family. And just so you know, if you see me doing little signs like this, I'm helping the children who are here with us today, because we will have a nature walk after. But while we're doing the meditation, we would love for them to learn to feel what it is to be still for a moment, to be silent for a moment. And I know it's very tempting when we see the bunnies, but right now we want to help you to learn about breathing and why it's important to sit still for a moment. And after we're done with our meditation, then we're going to go on a nature walk.
Yes.
Okay?
Oh, she's so excited.
Yeah, that's
Look at
why.
her.
So when you see me go like this,
Yeah, she
that
wants to
means-
go for the nature walk already.
Yeah, close your eyes. Okay, you just close your eyes. And if I go like this, it means you're breathing, okay?
Thank you,
so if
Mama.
you see me do that, okay?
Thank you, love. Thank you for how you serve in so many ways. So let's take a moment to breathe. Just be present. There's no expectations, there's no conditions to just breathing. Check in with yourself. Check in with that best friend, that best love, that great source that exists within us all. There's a great quote that I just feel like saying right now, that prayer is listening to God. Meditation or silence or being present is listening to God, Spirit, Universe. So when do we ever take the time to listen, to be still, to even just listen to our bodies and feel what our bodies are telling us, instead of waiting for pain to show up when we're not treating our bodies so well? Why don't we listen just because our bodies deserve that love, just because our temple deserves that care, that attention, that relationship. So now that we breathe, my message today is something that really hit me very strongly. And I had taken notes, and I thought I'd send them to Allie, which I did because I texted them to her, but her phone is not really showing up.
Well, if they're on your... Oh, yeah,
But here's the message, and I'm going to do my best to recall everything because it was very profound, very simple as well. Is, we talk about miracles, we talk about magic, we talk about this woo-hoo world, right? And it's really challenging for us to believe that there's another world that exists beyond possibilities, beyond any logic. But yet we utilize it every day. We talk, and invisibly we can't see how that conversation's happening. We believe so much in our technology that we glorify, and we believe it's so much more than what is really real. What really is miracle and magic and in that woo-hoo world that people call it woo-hoo, but it's really real. It's what when you conversate with somebody and you feel that connection. It's invisible, but yet it's real. It's powerful. So my message for you guys today is this. I want to talk about the magic, the miraculous substance of silence. And let me show you guys something really quick. When you press the right button, right?
Yeah, it'll work.
Okay, so you see all these trees around us? You see this amazing tree right here in front of us? Right? All these different trees all around us. When we look around us and we see this, we see miracles. We see magic, whatever you want to call that word. We see impossibilities come possible. And what I mean by that is the power of a seed. The power of a seed, underneath the ground, we have no idea how that works. We have no idea the magic, the miracle that happens in the power of a seed. But yet we don't deny it. We plant a seed, we know it's going to grow. We have no doubt about the possibility of watering a seed, of harvesting a crop. We have a question.
So about the thing that you said so far, so if I say that the supernatural is real, could it be real in a way?
What do you think?
I think it is.
That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what I think, it matters what you feel. Because if I tell you to believe something, you believe it, does it make it true? Does it? No? If I tell you the sky is purple, what color is the sky?
Blue.
So if I tell you it's purple, it's not real. It's what you see. It's how you see it. Right? Remember, where does your truth exist? Where's that?
My heart.
Yes. That's where your greatness exists. The brain is trying to figure that out. But when you more listen to your heart, and I'm going to talk about that right now, so that's a great question. Thank you, Jesse. And you know what? I want to give honor to Jesse because I've been teaching him meditation. And what do you call your meditation spot? I love that. Superhero headquarters. And he shows up to superhero headquarters. So, what Jesse was asking is what I wish I would have known as a kid, but unfortunately we try to force our truths on our children. And children should be able to have the freedom to awaken what they feel because they are more aware than us as adults. They're more sensitive to that. So, just food for thought. Let's not tell our children what the truth is. Let's remind and guide our children on how to feel the truth, on how to be sensitive to their own hearts, because their hearts know the truth. So thank you, Jesse, for that question. Back to the power of a seed, because the power of a seed, we don't deny its possibility if we water that seed. So where am I going with this? Now I'm going to bring in the world of silence. The world of silence is that seed underneath the dirt. Excuse me, I'm shifting. That seed underneath the dirt, nobody can see the seed underneath the dirt. So just because nobody can see it doesn't mean magic isn't happening. Doesn't mean that miracles are happening. And whether you call it miracles, whether you call it magic, it's nature. It's natural. We just put a word on it because we can't explain it. Okay? So whenever we see a seed underneath the ground, whenever we deny ourselves silence, when we're invited to be with ourselves, but yet we want to keep ourselves entertained, we want to do things to keep ourselves busy, right? It's like digging up that seed underneath the dirt and saying, is it growing yet? The more we dig up that seed and we see if it's growing, we're not going to really see it grow. Because we lack the faith. Because faith is believing that it's going to grow without manipulating it. And when you spend time in silence, that seed doesn't need anybody to tell it what to do. That seed doesn't need a study at Harvard to figure out who it is. That seed doesn't need a guru to tell the seed how to grow. That seed knows what to do. It's designed to thrive. You are designed to thrive. You are designed to transcend the impossible. You are designed to... Words come short. I already said too much. So you're designed to just succeed. And when I mean succeed, not the worldly success. I'm talking about the inwardly success. I'm talking about the magic and the miracles that happen when nobody's watching. How do you treat yourself when nobody's watching? How do you talk to yourself when nobody can hear you? How do you treat yourself when nobody's around? That's the power of a seed. So, the intention of this message was to remind you of the importance of nature. Because if we look at nature, whoops, I gotta turn the camera right. If we look at nature, look at the birds, look at the leaves, look at the complexity of the branches. yet it's so perfect. There's birds up there, Mommy.
I don't see any.
Somewhere there was one. See over here. Somewhere. Just look, you'll see one.
You can hear them.
Bless you.
I seen a hummingbird.
Remember, love on herself. So, when you look at a tree, and I gave this message before, but I think it's important right now to give it. When you look at this tree, it doesn't look like no other tree. But yet, we've been conditioned to believe in life, in our existence, that we need to fit a certain mold. We need to act a certain way. If not, we're not good enough. We're not perfect. We're not special. And let me tell you that each and every tree, each and every plant that we are watching, it's adjusted to its condition, that it's grew its own way. And when you see this tree, it's really signified how powerful this tree is, because you can tell it's been moved and affected in different ways. Look at the curvature of the trunk. This shows that it wasn't able to grow without any resistance. This tree has had a lot of resistance.
And it's all twisted.
What, Mommy?
It's twisted.
It's twisted, huh? But isn't that make it more special, like more beautiful? Because it doesn't look like a cartoon tree. It looks like a real tree.
Tree.
Yeah, like a plastic tree. So, to get to the meditation, because I don't want to just talk today, but I do want to share with you guys the importance of connecting with nature. Wherever you guys are at, whatever city you're in, connect with nature. Because here's the magic that I'm talking about. Here's the miracle world that I'm talking about. When you go out in nature, nature doesn't demand anything from you. It accepts you just like you are. And all of a sudden, you'll start feeling at peace. All of a sudden, you'll start feeling this inner joy, this inner appreciation, if you really, just let go. I mean, if I'm on my phone, I'm not going to connect with nature. The key is letting go.
And that's why we have the nature walk afterwards.
Yes.
I'm sending all the messages and saying
No,
hello
I'm
to
not saying you.
people.
I'm saying just in general. If I'm not present, I'm not going to enjoy the possibility of what's possible. So, go out in nature. Take your shoes off. Ground. Because we've forgotten what's truly important in life. It's great whatever you guys want to do, whatever we want to do in life. But if we forget where we come from, this is where we come from, nature. Before the buildings, before the concrete, before the boxed-in conditions that we've allowed ourselves to exist in, there was free-flowing abundance wherever you were. We forgot about the very simplistic but very profound truth of our existence. So, treat yourself, because it's not like you're not worthy enough, you're not deserving enough, you're not good enough, you're not beautiful enough, you're not tall enough, you're not short enough, you're not smart enough, you're not certified enough, you're not enough. You go out in nature, it's not going to say, hey, wait a minute, come back later when you get that accomplishment. Come back later when you're more taller, more thinner, more accepted. Nature doesn't expect anything from us. On the contrary, nature receives us without any conditions, without any expectations. It's just the reflection of unconditional love. Of course, we got to respect nature as well. Let me just share this really quick. Because if I stand out in the 120 degree sun and I don't respect nature, it's going to burn me to a crisp. So of course, balance is key. Reverence is very important. We need to respect the laws of nature. So that being said, take the time to connect with nature. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure you're present with nature. So, anything else you want to share, love?
Me?
See, because you said you weren't going to do a lot of talking, so I just want to know.
I just really do enjoy being out here, and we need to remember that even when we don't make it out here, it's within us.
Yes.
And sometimes we can use the excuse that I can't make it out to nature or I'm too busy. Just remember to take a deep breath wherever you are. If you're able to open a window and look at the sky, if whatever it is, just remember that within ourselves we have all of this.
Yes.
We are this peace that we're looking for in nature.
Yes.
But it's really up to us and the choice that we make. And sometimes we get influenced by circumstances in our life that don't allow us to see how they say, the forest for the trees, right? We're not allowed to. We just get so bombarded. So it doesn't matter if you are in a situation where you can't make it out to nature. Take those deep breaths and just start loving yourself and bring that to your life, because I know those that need to work and go to a job where they're in a cubicle or in a building, we're talking concrete all the time, we don't have that chance to ground. Do something for yourself, even in drinking water.
Yes.
Remember that nature is there. Take an apple with you and bite into that apple knowing that it comes from this amazing earth that just wants to give.
Drink your juices.
Drink your juices. That was not supposed to be a plug. Drink your juices.
But it's important. I mean, people...
Drink your juice.
People
that's
wait,
for sure.
and I apologize for saying this, but I'm going to be very honest, is we wait till things to fall apart to take action, instead of prepping ourselves so we don't have to do that. If you take care of yourself now, if you love yourself now, if you eat holistically now, you won't have to, pay interest later. It's what are you doing to set yourself up for success in life? Mentally, physically, and soulfully. What are we doing to prep ourselves? Are we waiting for the last minute? Because I used to be guilty of that. I used to be susceptible to that. And sometimes I still, lose my focus and grounding, but it's like the more you train yourself, the more you practice, the more you'll feel that imbalance, that disresonance, if I'm saying it correctly.
I don't know.
Meaning not fluidic within yourself, that you'll catch yourself and you'll bounce back up. It's not how many times you fall, it's how quickly and how strongly you get back up. So do you want to read the comments? Let us know where you guys are watching from, because I see several of you on here, and let us know what part of nature you're watching from. Are you watching, and if you're not able to go in nature right now, please take the time, at least 2 or 3 days out of the week, to go and honor nature. Because, this is something that, when you immediately take your shoes off and you ground, in seconds, your electrons are awakening in your body. And your electrons are a part of our physical body that doesn't get stimulated a lot. A lot of people don't realize this, that when you take your shoes off, immediately your body feels it.
So we have several
and your body's responding to it. And it's appreciating you for it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And we do want to do even if it's short meditation,
yes.
Because we're out here to remind you about nature, and then we want to go and enjoy nature as well. That's my favorite part after the meditation. So when Michael does his meditation, sometimes we can't really say, I think last time it was an hour, 45 minutes.
No, we're not going to do an hour.
No, we're probably going to do just like, we have children today, so it will be a little different.
And to respect your guys' time.
Yes,
well.
So maybe a 10-minute, just a little breathing, silence. We may be able to hear the birds and children playing around us. Coming at this time of the day, we do, have people walking with their dogs, children playing, so you're going to hear a variety of nature. We have Jackie Barra, Daniel Bolin, Janine Dodson, yes, and I know we have Patty. I've been messaging on I'm here with you guys, but I'm messaging with Patty. She says I would love to be there with you guys, and I let her know that she is with us We love her very much. That is
It'd be awesome
Jesse's.
to have her here for Nature's Day.
I know, that is Jesse's.
If you're ever in Yuma, let us know.
Yeah, no, Patty.
Lyons.
No, baby, Patty.
Oh, Patty Pierce. Okay.
Patty, yeah, Patty Pierce.
Blessings.
Yes.
Oh, we miss you, Patty.
I know. See, now you got it. See, Patty, he's already into meditation.
Yeah.
Yes, she's in Vegas.
Oh, she's such a beautiful soul.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then this is our guest, Jesse. That's his fiance.
Yes, right here. They
And
just got engaged.
I know.
Congratulations, guys.
So we are really, really happy to be out here. And as soon as Michael is done with his meditation, we may be sitting in silence for a bit, and then we'll go for our walk.
And let me just say something, because I know that we're doing Nature's Gathering, like to just do nature. But I need to be very integral and genuine with how I felt in meditation. And Source really told me, you know, you cannot connect with nature if you don't meditate. Because so many people are in our heads that we don't know how to let go. So I said I wasn't going to promote Samadhi, but I cannot not promote Samadhi and glorify, in respect and have reverence for nature. Because the one thing that disconnects us from nature is being so busy in the head. I mean, you can even come to nature, and if you're so busy in the head, you're not really appreciating nature. So, thank you, love. So, if you guys need any kind of assistance with any resistance, any loudness, any chaos in your life, which is really not chaos, it's really fuel to really transform, that's another story for another day, is everything serves, just like everything serves nature, you know. Just know that you are supported, you are loved, and you are valued. It doesn't matter where you are, we're here for you. So that being said, do we want to wait?
No, let's just get started.
Okay, well, you want to wait for them to come back?
No, let's just get started.
So, we're going to take a moment to just be still, because when we are silent, that's just like the seed that doesn't have to know what to do. When we are silent and we let go, the knowing within us does the work. So, let's take a moment to just be still. How long have we been on?
A while now.
27 minutes.
Yeah. So
well, we're not going to make it an hour. That's
no,
for sure.
we're just going to do 10 minutes.
We want you guys to know that when you tune in, it's not going to be like an hour or 2 hour. We want to respect your guys' time, so let's take a moment to just let go. And remember, before we go in, there's no work to be done. There's nothing to figure out. There's no expectations, no conditions. We're just sitting with ourselves. And in sitting with ourselves, that divinity, that God-like, creator-like nature within you is going to match and meet you there. So there's nothing to do. Just let go and just be present with yourself. It's as simple as it is. I don't know how else better to explain that. Just like a seed underground. Okay? So, just take a moment. Okay. Yeah, because thank you, love. I love how she grounds me. If not, I'd be flying somewhere already. So, let's take a moment to just let go. Set the intention of letting everything go. And don't try to think about it, don't try to figure it out. Just know that you set the intention, just like you trust that if you water the seed, it's going to grow. Just let go. So take a moment to just tap in and awaken that unconditional loving presence within. Breathe that in. Just exhale. And feel your body start to relax. Feel the brain start to relax. And let the brain know that you are safe, that you're okay, that you are greater than okay, and that we are spending time with ourselves so we can take greater responsibility, maturity, and accountability to serve the brain. By serving the heart, We're able to serve the brain and let the brain serve us. To guide the brain and remind the brain of who we truly are. So breathe that in. Exhale. Now feel the body and let the body know that we are safe, that we are okay, that we are alive, and we appreciate the body and the brain, everything that it's done to this point. But it's time for us to mature and to show the body and the brain who we truly are. Take another deep breath. And tap into the soul and let the soul know that we are here to listen to the heart, to be present within the heart. No conditions, no expectations, just pure presence. And whatever comes up, remember the training. Whatever thoughts come up, whatever emotions come up, thank them, surrender them, bring yourself back to the breath, and let the breath slowly bring you to peace, slowly bring you to unconditional love, slowly awaken the wisdom, the life, the presence within. And this is the training. Do this as many times as necessary and awaken more the presence of you. So just be. And look at noise, any thought, any emotion as vibration. That's all it is energy, vibration. Go beyond the perspective. Tap in to the presence of vibration. And just be. Remember the practice. Love and let go of the thoughts, the emotions. Follow the breath to the heart. Relax into the heart. And just be. Beautiful. Just be. in this moment, you are loving yourself greater than any other method you can do. It's just purely being present without any conditions and any expectations. That is true, divine, unconditional love. Feel this love. Feel this harmony of energy, of presence, of attention, of focus, of total surrender. Of life, living life. Feel how this feels. Get familiar with this feeling and remind yourself of this. So as we get familiar with this presence of awareness, of unconditional love, of presence, call it what you will, it is all one thing. Get familiar with it. And the more we can get familiar with this, the more we get to know ourselves better. The more life just makes much more sense. The more connection and collaboration with Source awakens and is reflected in all of life. Within your inner world, the body, the brain, the heart, and is reflected in your outer world with people, places, circumstances, situations, experiences, and events. It all starts from within. It's an inner job. Remember where you come from. Remember who you are. It is an invitation. It is always present, inviting us to remember who we are. So, as we remember who we are, slowly start to come back. Feel your body. Be grateful for this wonderful body that unconditionally loves you. And it listens to you. You are the authority of this body, this brain. Take your responsibility back. Remember who you are. Take a deep breath in. Feel this breath as you are in this beautiful state of awareness. Feel the breath as if you're drinking living water. Drink it up. Let it consume you. Let it saturate every fiber of your being. As the breath is so much more than the breath. Feel the breath. Get familiar with the breath. Now, if you choose to do so, you can slowly bow in humbleness and reverence and appreciation and surrender to the Source within all of us, all around us. In gratitude that we are a little bit more aware than we were before. That we are more present, more alive. Than we ever been before. Now And take a deep breath as you slowly come up. Now as you slowly come out, whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and be present with everything around you. And go beyond the logical thoughts and feel the sensation of what you're feeling as you look around and you look at each other. If you look at each other, look beyond the eyes and see the soul, the vibrational being, the aliveness within each and everything and everyone. That is when you're awakening the vibrilience within you, the richness within you, the success within you, the divinity within you. This is what we mean when we say Namaste. So just take a moment and just be still as you are awake. And notice how everything is a little bit more clear, more crisper, more alive. Just take in this moment as a little reminder, is this is how we exercise the greatest muscle, the greatest energetic muscle that'll take care of everything else if we allow it to. Thank you.
For those of you watching online, if you are able to go for a walk, just turn it off. Go for a walk. Enjoy your surroundings as we get ready to enjoy our walk now. Thank you, and we'll keep you posted for our next Nature's Gathering, maybe on a Saturday or Sunday. We will post it and let you know the actual day and time. Thank you for joining us.
And remember to celebrate you every day. Honor you every day. Love you every day.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. And share this video so you can touch somebody's life.